Yeah, yeah, we just chillin' and vibing. Good conversations with good people. Oh, good conversations with good people. Yeah,
Yo, 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 this your boy Larry, and I'm chilling with fitness model and influencer Marion Rivera. How you doing, girl?
I am doing great. How are you?
You know the vibes, chilling and vibing. So how you been?
Good. How you been?
I've been good, working, grinding, working. What I'm saying, just in a cycle.
It's good. It's all good.
So, Marion, where you from originally?
I am originally from Puerto Rico. Uh, actually, let's backtrack a little bit. I was born in Hoboken, New Jersey, but I grew up in Puerto Rico. Spent most of my childhood there. Been on a journey that's taken me from Puerto Rico to Boston to Ohio, and finally ended up here in Denver, Colorado.
So, how was it growing up in Puerto Rico?
It was awesome, to be honest with you. Hispanic families are very tight knit. There's always 10 people that probably live in the house. You could have uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, whatever, living with you at the same time. So there's a big sense of community. And what is there to say about the climate? It's like 85 degrees year round. The beaches are gorgeous. The food is outstanding. So to me, it was like paradise. I lived there till I was 17, and then I came onto the mainland right after I graduated from high school.
Wow, like that sound like the lovely life. Beautiful weather every day, You ain't got to worry about the cold. You ain't got to put on a
Nope.
jacket.
Nope. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. T-shirts, you know, tank tops, shorts, flip-flops. It's all good. It's all
So,
good.
like, describe to me a typical weekend growing up in Puerto Rico. What would you do?
Usually, well, at least in my family, they were kind of stricter with me growing up. We would either, on the weekends, we would either go to the beach or we'd drive around the island and go visit other relatives that didn't live near us, unless it was a weekend or it was just time to do housework. Um, Mow the lawn, clean the house, do the laundry, do all the chores. Let's say that if they didn't get done from Monday to Friday, then that would be your weekend. Obviously, I preferred the one where we're exploring, we're going out, we're eating, we're having a good time, we're meeting friends, we're mingling. But it was also challenging. It was also challenging at the same time. When I moved to Puerto Rico, I lost my mom at a very young age. So I was raised by my mom's sister. And so that was kind of a challenge during my childhood, but I was able to overcome that just because, like I said before, I had a lot of family support to really guide me and kind of, show me the path of where I should have been, to move forward and to just do what I got to do. Just be yourself, be authentic, go out there, go to the mainland, kick some ass, and, kind of put me on a path to where I'm at right now.
So, going back to Puerto Rico, I gotta ask because when I visit, I gotta know which beach is the best beach.
Ooh, that is a great question. I was just in Puerto Rico 3 weeks ago. The best beach that I can say is Playa Flamenco, which is on right next to Puerto Rico. There's a couple like smaller islands right off of the west coast of the island. So you have to take a boat or a ferry to get over there. But it's called Playa Flamenco and it's in Vieques, Puerto Rico. It is one of the top five rated beaches in the world. The sand is white. The water is crystal clear, and the scenery around it, because not many people live on that smaller island, is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Hasn't Some of it hasn't even been touched by man before, so it is just outstanding. Totally worth the ferry ride, or to just rent the boat to go over for the day, or if we wanted to spend the weekend there.
Yeah, I love going to the islands, it just to relax and the scenery and man, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Definitely. I haven't been to Puerto Rico since I went. It was a cruise. But I got
Okay.
off and we had I forgot what part of Puerto Rico it was.
Well,
You know,
San
we just
Juan.
yep,
Yep.
we got
Yep.
off and we walked the little strip and then got back on the boat. I really want to go and like explore.
I was just gonna say you would need I would at least 7 days. Without
Ooh,
it, without including your travel days, because that's what I did, 7 days, and then when you take off 2 days for travel, it technically turns out to 5 days. So I was always, I'm extremely bummed out every time I have to come back home because it seems like I don't have enough time. 7 days would be an outstanding time frame for you to really go, really explore. The food, like I said, phenomenal. Everything home cooked. They have kiosks right on the beach where you can buy stuff and eat while you're there. Of course, drinks all around. It's just music, obviously, reggaeton, salsa, merengue, whatever you're going to hear. Even if you don't want to hear it, you're going to hear it because everybody's blasting it and just having a good time. It's a great sense of community. It's a great sense of community.
you just now ring a bell. That reggaeton, I didn't know about that until I had an artist. She stays over here now in Boston, but she's from the DR. And
Yeah.
she was like, "Yeah, that reggaeton." I was like, "Huh?" And
Yeah.
she told me about it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's my type of music right
Yeah.
there."
Isn't it a great vibe? It's a great
Yeah,
It's a great vibe because it's an infusion of a little bit of everything. And thanks to Daddy Yankee and Bad Bunny, forget it. They've like put Puerto Rico on the map with just with reggaeton alone, not only like with all the charities that they're involved with and everything else that they do. And there are a ton of up and coming uh reggaetoneros, which is what you would call it, because the younger people, they identify with the music, they're like behind the anger, the way the lyrics are written, like they just want to be heard. They just want to be heard, and that's most of the island. That's always been a thing where they want to be heard. We don't want to be, don't leave us, like, not don't leave us alone, but don't forget about us. Don't forget about us, because sometimes it feels like we don't get treated equally. So through the music, everybody can just express themselves and really put it out there.
yeah. I feel that right there, like that right there, that reggaeton music. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. It's
It's
dope.
good.
I can
It's
see
good.
that's the next wave. Like right now, it got the trail ride and line dances, but that
Hmm.
reggaeton, by the time
That
the
hits.
summer hit, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of bumping and grinding.
You got that right. You got that right. Yes, absolutely.
But as long as they keep dreaming big and hustling hard, they're gonna get there.
Yep, they will.
And like
That's
you
what I'm
said,
trying to do.
Bad Bunny he put it on the map.
He, I think he's made us like so visible to the rest of the world. It's just great that he's using everything that he's accomplished and how he grew up there and everything. It's outstanding how he's just put it out on the map and made Puerto Rico like a major focus for the world.
So you say you just now left Puerto Rico. Like, how was that visit?
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was a girls' trip. To be honest with you, it was just me, my four daughters, my sister, and my niece. It's exactly what we needed. It was for spring break when all the kids were out of school. So it was great. I got to see family that I grew up with. I got to see friends from high school that I still keep in touch with. It was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed.
How did you get into modeling?
I actually did a little bit of amateur modeling when I was younger. I also took some acting classes as a kid. It's always something that I've been passionate about. I think it allows myself to express myself artistically and just be myself. Um, Due to different paths, that life takes and different roads that you have to go down. Um, I really wasn't able to focus on it that much when I was younger. But now I'm kind of like in my me era, and I said no. This is something. There's like a fire in me. There's this like this insatiable need to just like get out there, get exposure. If everybody else is doing it and being successful at it, why not me? Why not me? Age is nothing but a number. If you hustle hard and you have your mindset to get to where you want to go, it's not even work. I don't consider it work. I consider it like something that I love. Like I'm actually into it. It's not work for me. It's just a part of who I am. And I love just putting myself out there, talking to people, like you said before, seeing you never know who's watching, you never know who's listening.
So growing up, what models did you look up to?
Ooh, I want to say like the 90s models. Cindy Crawford was a huge one. Angelina, not Angelina, Evangelista, I can't remember her first name right now. All the models from the 90s that made it look like it was effortless. Like all you had to do was just be yourself, put yourself out there, see see what'll happen, see how far you can go. You know, it was inspiring. It's inspiring as a woman, as a girl growing up. It was inspiring. It was just something that you would notice and be like, I could do that. Why can't I do that when I get older? You know? So that's kind of like where everything kind of started jiving with me in that way to get into modeling.
What was the first magazine you was on the cover of?
Ooh, this is back in 1991 when I used to live in Boston, my good old club days. I was on the cover of a magazine called Honey Magazine. It was just a local magazine, for like the local dance clubs, the bars, just everybody promoting different things. But I had the guy who published the magazine kind of wanted to do a sex issue about the magazine. Oh, he kind of approached me and he said, "Would you be willing to do this and do that?" And I was like, "Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's go." Of course, it didn't involve any nudity or anything like that. I was 18 at the time, but I thought it would be a great way to just jumpstart something. And it was fun. It was fun. I had a lot of fun doing it too.
Or like, what's one response you have got since modeling that just stuck with you? Like somebody told you something, you be like, "Wow, that right there got me going and got me wanting to do it more."
There's been actually a couple of people that have reached out to me saying, we're proud of you, of what you're doing. You're putting yourself out there. Like we said before, modeling is very competitive. It's a hard business to break into. It's not easy to break into it. I'm not looking to be like, top model, doing this or doing that. No, I want to resonate with people. I want people to know, look at me, hear me, and say, she's doing this. Why can't I do this? You know what I'm saying? If you're determined to do something and you got your fire, you got that fire, like I said before, and this passion to do something, go for it. Nothing should stop you from doing it. You just do what you got to do and just be disciplined, which is very hard for people to be disciplined.
Especially nowadays, because everybody on TikTok time, nobody ain't got no patience.
Everything has to be now instant gratification. Post it, do this, do that. It's like, well, maybe you should slow down a little bit because it's not about just putting stuff out there. It's about the content. What's in it? What are you trying to convey? What is the message? Like, it's not all like, oh, I'm going to take a picture, post it. Oh, I'm going to take, make a reel, post it. Like, I think people just need to slow down and just really focus on what they're expressing and what they want people to know about them.
You got some people, only thing you gotta do is look at their posts and they tell their whole life, like everything, from when they wake up to when they go to
Oh,
sleep.
honestly, I think that's a little excessive. I do not do that. I do have a regular 9 to 5 job, full time, on top of what I'm trying to start, and get myself into. So, no, I don't. I don't feel the need to do that. I think that's more like the younger generation that they want to be like super present all the time. This is what I'm eating. This is what I did. This is where I'm headed. Not really in my vibe, that one. No, I'm more kind of like laid back. I think it comes with experience and slowing down and actually, like I said, let's put something out, let's put some content out that matters. Because what if you inspire somebody? What if somebody sees you and they're like, well, if she's doing it, I can do it. She's motivated, she has a full-time job, she has 4 kids, she has, you know what I'm saying? It's all about managing your time and really focusing on what it is that you want to do.
So you're a model for Coco Berry and Hidden Valley Watches. How did them collaborations started?
Coco Berry is basically I have their clothes on right now. It's all like athletic wear. That just came about through Instagram. They had reached out to me and said, "Hey, we've seen your pictures. We've seen some of the stuff that you're doing. We see that you're getting followers. Would you like to like represent our brand?" Um, let's not make no mistake about it. I'm one of the many faces of Cocoberry. They have other people that work with them as well. And the partnership with Hidden Hill Watches just kind of came in at the same time as Cocoberry because Hidden Hill Watches is a sister company to Cocoberry. So as soon as I decided to do stuff for Cocoberry, they already said, "Hey, we have a sister company called Hidden Hill Watches. Would you want to represent them to take pictures of them, promoting them?" I said, "Absolutely, no problem."
That's dope. Like getting those collaborations is a big thing nowadays. Back in the day, we didn't have that. You had a model, and then she'll probably have a collaboration, but you never seen it. But with social media, everything is like right there, visible.
Right. Yeah, right there, visible, and like we said before, instantly. So it's great. Like Instagram's been great to get exposure. So is TikTok too. I don't have as many followers yet on TikTok as I do on Instagram, but that'll come eventually through word of mouth, collabs, just putting myself out there so that people can see me.
So being a model, you gotta stay fit, balance both of them out, working a 9 to 5, and then going to the gym, then modeling. How do you fit all that in one day? Well, in your schedule.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Like I said, I have a regular job. I have a 9 to 5 job. I work out a lot. I'm very disciplined when it comes to working out. I try to do it at least 5 to 6 days a week. I'm also a vegan, so I try to eat. I have to eat like super clean. I got to be careful with my nutrition to make sure that I'm getting enough of everything that I need to stay so active. I work out at Orange Theory Fitness. I don't know if anybody's heard about it before. They are outstanding. There's probably around 2,000 studios worldwide. And what compromises Orange Theory, what they do is it's classes, it's regular exercise classes, but it's a 1 hour workout. So they want to get you in and out. And they do 3 different stations. They do a half hour on the treadmill, a half hour on a rower, and a half hour on the strength floor. So you're rotating during the class, focusing on different parts of your body, different exercises and whatnot. And I do believe it's a cult. Um, because I started going there 10 years ago, and that first free class got me hooked. It just instantly, it's the music, it's the coaches, it's the support, it's a whole vibe. When you go in there, you feel like you're in a club because they're blasting the music. It really gets you going. Like it really gets you amped up. Like I said, I've been going there for 10 years already, and I'm about to hit my 3,000th class probably within the next 2 weeks.
That's dope. So you don't go to workout, you go to club.
See, it's just I don't really club that much anymore. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get my fix while I go work out. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It like I said before, it's an hour to focus on myself. No phone, nobody calling, nobody texting, nobody. It's just you go, you focus, and any kind of stress, and let's face it, any kind of anger, anything that you might be going through right now in your life at the time, you leave it there. You leave it through your workout because when you walk out that door, you feel outstanding. You feel
Hey,
great.
that's good. And it's all about support, having a group like that support each other and y'all got the same goals. Like that's motivation. That gonna get you want to come back. And you got like you
Yes,
said, it's a cult. So like, man, I'm hooked now. I
I,
got I
I
got it.
am.
I'm like an addict. I gotta
I
get
am.
it. I gotta get it.
Yeah. And when I do, it's so funny because like if I can't go for like a day or two because I'm doing a shoot or because I'm doing an interview or because I'm on a podcast, it just feels weird to me. Like my body automatically like recognizes like, wait a minute, something's missing. And it'll be because I don't work out for a day or two. But you also have to take rest days because it's not about working out 7 days a week either and just, you know, keep going and going. You have to give your body a rest. So,
I gotta ask this question: treadmill or
uh-oh.
stairmaster?
Ooh, treadmill. I'm a runner. I love to run. I get that runner's high, 2, 3, 5, 6 miles into it. Yeah, outstanding. Outstanding. But I do understand why some people maybe want to do the Stairmaster or something else, something different, right? Everybody depends on uh your how you feel physically, stuff like that. And it's always good to slow it down every once in a while. I usually run on the tread, but sometimes I'll power walk it, just to work different muscle groups and kind of give, because you can't do the same thing all the time. You're going to plateau. Your body's not going to keep, doing anything. It's not going to change. It's not going to, so you got to change it up every once in a while. I love it. I absolutely love it.
What are two things you want to accomplish this year with your fitness?
I would like to just stay as active as I am right now. As you get older, it's a little bit harder to keep up with stuff, but in order for your health to maintain your health, you have to just stay active. Doesn't mean you have to go like I do to Orange Theory and go crazy for like an hour. Just stay active, walk, do anything. Just stay active. Your body shouldn't just be sitting, like just sitting and not moving around. My other fitness goal would to be to put on some muscle. Like I said before, it's a little hard for me, so I have to start hitting the floor, more of the machines and whatnot to build some muscle. But like I said before, it'll come to me. It'll come. I'm working on it little by little. So that's those two goals for this year, and hopefully, maybe not really sure yet, I'll possibly become a coach at Orange Theory, because I could see
Um,
myself coaching and blasting that music too and having a good time like the coaches do.
oh yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm go. Hey, I'm writing it down right now. Right, I'm writing on the list.
Be like, oh, and you said this, so
Okay. So if somebody would want to follow you on your socials, how could they do that?
I am on Instagram, Marion Rivera, my name altogether, for 854. I am also on Facebook. I have a private page and a public page, same, just under my name, Marion Rivera. I also have a website where people can get a hold of me or get in touch with me if they want to do any collaborations and reach out to me. That is www.marionrivera.com. Simple form to fill out if anybody, like I said before, wants to get in touch to me, wants me to model their clothes. And by the way, it doesn't always have to be just athletic wear and stuff like that. Like I would model anything, bathing suits, dresses, you name it. My main focus though is like for athletic wear, because I'm just so active and I think it just resonates really good with me.
Well, Marion Rivera, what advice would you give a young model, influencer? What would you tell them if they was wanting to get in the business you're in?
Don't take no for an answer. Hustle hard. It takes money to make money. Always keep that in mind. It's not an easy business to break into, but you have to be determined. You have to be determined. You have to put yourself out there, get exposure. Having a lot of support is also great. Having supportive family, supportive friends, which I am blessed to have both. Um, Stay on it. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged because you started it and 5 months, 6 months, oh, I haven't heard anything. I don't think this is going to work for me. Don't give up. If it's something that you really want to do and you're passionate about, stay on it. Stay on it. Be determined and just stay on it. And if they ever want to reach out to me for any advice or any questions, I think I'm more than happy to help and answer any questions.
Well, Marion Rivera, I appreciate you for coming to chill and vibe. But before we go, let everybody know what we doing.
Chilling and vibing every day, all the time.
Oh yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Larry.